Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39. I want to show you a little bit of what I made for Christmas in July. And first I'm going to show you some bags and tags that I made. Then I'm going to show you some holiday planners. And then I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I made a bag, how I scored bags. So first of all, I want to show you, so I made some long and thin ones because I needed to fit my holiday planners, and I'll show you what that's all about in a second. And it's just a matter of taking the bags and scoring them. On these I did add some trim to the top. I know this is iridescent, so it really wreaks havoc on the camera, but isn't it a cute bag? So, and some of these, they do fold in, so they're foldable bags. So, and I'll show you how to make the bag foldable. That's really quick and easy. So, and then there's some tags. A lot of the wow on the tags is that there's dimension to it. You know, there's just this layer, and then I put it in a card, and I popped up the top layer. And of course, I added a little sparkle to that. Let me move those out of the way and show you a couple others. Same thing, you know, I just added a little bit of the trim. This was from the border strip that came on the bag, and it obviously matched with what was there, and this card matched with that as well. The paper collection didn't come with any stickers or anything else, so there were cut-aparts, and I used this cut-apart. Now what I did with this guy is I cut out the bear, and then he also was holding this holiday greeting, so I cut that out so he is dimensional. If I hold it up, then you can see he is dimensional. Not sure about those. I may change those out. But anyhow, isn't he adorable? Simple. Just using scraps of the paper I had left. That was a cut apart. And again, I popped that up, and there's two layers to it. But I mean, the paper really did a lot of the work for me. I didn't add too much that wasn't in the paper, except for this one. I did have that trim, and I just thought, you know, I'm really not nuts about these patterns, and really the colors are not Christmas, but if it would focus, you'd see that came out okay. And that's a nice size bag. I like this. This will fit a lot, and this is really a sturdy bag. And something else I try to do is, you know, Ghirardelli chocolates come in little pouches, and this is similar to it. I did add, I don't have Velcro, it's picture hanging stuff. I have to get Velcro, but it's the same thing. So that came out to be a cute little bag. Now let me show you the holiday planners that I'm talking about. So these are, you know, if you were to want to give people a gift at the beginning of October, this would be fabulous. Let me take you, I'll show you the different covers. I love these bears. Now that came from a paper pad that I was working on, which I killed. It was Northern Lights. This was a Michael's Hot Buy from last year, maybe the year before even. I've made lots of projects with it. It's nice because it's not just Christmas. It's got snow, and it can be holiday. But let me take you into one of these planners so you can see what it's all about. So of course there's elastic on it, and it opens up, and I made a list pad on my computer. I'm going to get another one from Dollar Tree and put it in. Hopefully I can get something to coordinate. And it's got little pouches, so you can actually put a pen in here if you wanted to. And here's a plain one. And then I printed out a calendar and put that on there. So that way this could be your Christmas shopping guide, and you could highlight what days you want to go shopping, or what days are the best sales, or maybe you're working and you just want to make notes, and on here you can put, okay, in October I'll shop for mom and dad, or whatever. So, and these pads do come out. There's just a few pages in them, and then it opens up It's an two accordion pockets, so this is where you could stick your receipts or any extra shopping lists or little newspaper ads, and then bring that with you. I do want to try to find one to add a menu to and a shopping list so you can plan your Christmas dinner. This one also has a Christmas gift list in it. And again, I just printed that out and stapled it and added some paper to the list pad. And so those came out really cute, and those I'll put in my Etsy shop. I wish I could have done, 10 of the same ones, but isn't it great to do Christmas with purples and blues? I mean, that to me is fabulous. I did have some stickers that I picked up last year to match the collection, but I only had a couple of them. All right, so there's that. Now I want to show you real quick how I make a bag similar to this without too much decorating. And really, this will be the quickest tutorial you've ever seen. So I had this paper and I have this embellishment. I mean, it's really just like a bookmarker. I put it in the laminating machine when I do traveler's notebooks. You know, you've got extra room, and so I like to use the room, and so I just put this in the laminating machine with it, and I thought it'd make a nice tag. So I had this paper. This actually didn't go with the collection, but the colors will work. It's okay. So what I'm going to do, I cut this piece of paper originally was 4 inches, so I wanted the bag to be 4 inches, but I didn't want it to be too thin because I wanted it to fold and stand on its own. So I had to cut this down to 3 3/4 inches, and that's what I'm going to go with. Is the width of the bag will be 3 3/4, and the bottom of the bag and the sides will be 2. So I'm going to start at 2. I'll score at 2. And then add 3 3/4, so that's 5 3/4. And then add another 2, so that's 7 3/4. And then another 3 3/4 brings us to 11 1/2. That's why I couldn't do the 4 inches, because there's not enough room, and I could have added another piece to it, but I really just didn't feel like it. Okay, and then it's 2 inches, because that's what we had on the side of the bag. So that part's done. I'm going to grab my scissors. And you know, I see people using little scissors to do this, and then they're chop, 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 chop. Just use your bigger scissors for this. I'm sure everybody has it in their stash. So I'm just going to cut up to the line. Let me show you on the back if you can see where the score marks are. And not any better. Cut up to the line, the 2 inches, for all of these 4 pieces, but the smaller tabs I'm going to slightly trim down so they'll fold in easy. Now the bigger ones I want to have as square as possible, but the smaller ones I'll trim down. So the bigger ones you cut straight on the line. Like this big piece, I want this to be as square as possible. But I don't mind trimming these small pieces, so I'll come in at an angle for that. So again, I'll angle this one, but I'll go straight on the score mark for this one. And when you get to the end, go up to the line, and I'm just going to cut this little piece off. Now I already had put down some score tape just because I wanted to make this quick and easy as I'm showing you the tutorial. All right, now I'm going to burnish on the folds. And I'll burnish these guys too. I'm trying to go really quick on this, so if the cutting didn't make sense to you, then just let me know and I'll describe it in the description box. Now you see I already put score tape on there. I'm going to pull that off and just match the end up to there. Okay, so you already have a little box. Now I'm just going to simply, I'm going to use my ATG. I normally wouldn't use ATG for this part, but I'm going to put ATG on 3 of this. And now so what I normally do is you use ATG and glue. I'm going to put these down. So put the small side pieces down. The one that I put ATG on, put down next, and then this. And I'll go back and I'll add, that's a little wonky. I'll go back and I'll add some glue to it, but I'm not going to do it right now. And then for the handles, okay, so follow me on this. I'm going to make the handles 1/2 inch. And I'm going to do both at once. And to me, it's hard to use my cutter for small pieces, so I went, I'll grab my score guide and score again. So I'm going to score 1/2 inch and then 1 1/2. I'm going to trim this down so my handles aren't going to be that big. And then I'm going to burnish, and I'll grab some glue and I'll just try to glue this. Really need some time to glue to stay. Forgot I just filled this up, so I got a lot of glue. And then I'm going to fold this, and I'm going to trim this off. Right now I just need glue on this, the part that of the back of the paper that's showing. Now I will grab my paper trimmer. And I guess I'll turn it this way. And so for me, it's difficult to cut a 1/2 inch and keep it straight unless I have a larger piece of paper. So I'm going to cut the 1/2 inch on one side, and then this automatically comes off. So they're not perfectly straight, but that's what I'm saying. I hate to cut 1/2 inch off. I don't know about your paper trimmer, but mine doesn't. Oh well, see, not perfect, but that's crafts, isn't it? Doesn't always come out perfect. And this doesn't matter because this will be hidden. I'm not going to do this now because I don't have my hot glue gun, but I would just take this and put it in here and do one for the other side. But I've got this guy, and he fits now perfectly on the front. Oops. That's what happens when I try to go fast. So I have another one that I'll put on the back, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then I'll take my little tag, and once I get the handles, and put it on there. But isn't that cute? Cute and quick. And again, it sort of matches. It's not perfect, but it sort of matches. Oh, I wanted to show you how you can take these bags and make them foldable. So all you have to do, and of course there will be handles on here, but match up the corners and just gently fold. So we got that side. Now I'll do it over here. Match up the corners. You know, I've done I've seen tutorials where you score it and then you score the triangle there. But I also saw one where you just fold it yourself. So now it's folding on its own here. and just let it do it on its own. I saw that and I was like, that's fabulous. What a great idea. So you can make your bags so they are a fold flat bag, and that will save you room in storage. So there we go. Pops up, folds flat, and that goes with that. And that's how I did my paper bags, and that is the quick tutorial. Stay tuned, and I will have another one coming up next. I want to show you the mini albums I made with this paper. Again, this is part of the Christmas in July 2020 PHA challenge. The PHA is Paper Hoarders. Thank you for watching.